Well, I know a lot of the landscapes look similar, but it's all central North Carolina. Now, I happen to be at Turtle Hill, and of course, I'm back trying to figure out the yardage, or I should say acreage, of my friend's property, but look at what I've been pulling. Can you believe it? Now, it's something in the ground over here, and if it's what I think it is, and it's the size I think it is, because it fits right underneath my palm. It's about 3 inches diameter, but if it's it's not common to find a hammerstone that's 3 inches in diameter and used on the edges, so I'm hoping that's what I think it is. But look at these points on Indian Trace. I've got a turtleback scraper here, which are always valuable. I know they must have used them. And I just saw a fox, watched it run for about 200 yards through the open country into the woods. They can run, I'm telling you what, that thing was moving. Look at this little quartz piece. Just good artifacts. You got to get out here and save them when you can. And for those of you who might have just clicked by and been surfing around the internet, to me, it's better than the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, that's for sure. Don't slow down for lunch. I got to go ahead and go out here and eat rocks. Look at this. Just missed a nice Marl Mountain blade. Big artifact. And of course, you can see that Guilford right here came in here. Good stuff, right? Just a durable, clear, ancient Indian hunting point here on Indian Trace. Like that, always like that. These are good. This is good stuff. Whether I'm gonna look at this point here. This was so hidden. I mean, I got it out before I knew it. There's only about just a little bit sticking above the ground, just like that, you know. And you start messing with it, it pops out, and there you go. You missed the opportunity to do a real good video on it, but look at this piece. It's just a nice quartz arrowhead. Nothing wrong with it. Good stuff. Hard to work this stuff, so quartz arrowheads are always valuable, whether it's this piece here or this piece here, those two. So let me think what I want to do here. Oh well, let me go down here. If you haven't heard the name, and this is what we're going to check out in just a second, so bear with me. Just a minute here. We might find a live find because I'm in a hot place, so I'm going to do this. Maybe it'll pay off. Sometimes it will. Sometimes it does. The name John Rappaport, there's 2 reports. I'm probably going to put one on here just because his journalism, his ability to report is just really great. You know, I was listening to a report from John Rappaport today, and he was talking, of course, about news and about politics, but he was talking about the First Amendment, and it was just really great stuff. Just his perspective and how he put it together helped me think. I think we have to go through a lot of perspectives to help us think through our understanding of the Bill of Rights. You know, even when I taught in school, I was shocked. Look at this beautiful view. I was shocked that there was a lot of the kids, even 10th graders, 11th graders, who thought the Bill of Rights were rights that were given to us by our government, which is a complete laugh. Anybody who's a patriot, who knows the truth about freedom, knows that the Bill of Rights just state rights that are inherently ours already and that the government can't take away. Neither have they ever given them to us. See, this country is unique in that. So I never draw back about a political comment here or there, and as you join the Hunt with Indian Trace, you've seen that. Here's the really cool perspective of it, just to give you an idea of the blessing. Now, we're in a run here that, you know, stands to reason. You just saw those points. Those came in half an hour. Here's the perspective, and it's really cool here on Indian Trace. I'm at a location. I have come to understand that the very biggest aspect, the most important aspect of finding artifacts is location. That's it. That's the very, very, very most important part. Now, conditions is important, but locations, I mean, even if it's a bad location, if you just trust it, a little tip sticking up here, a little base sticking up here, you just got to believe it. And you know, the funny thing is about this nation, the whole blessing of the nation, the same thing. There's a lot of bad things, a lot of bad conditions going on in the nation, but if you're here, if you're in the United States, if you were born here, if you're a citizen, well, then the blessing's there already. It's location. You happen to be living in the freest nation in the whole world, with at least the struggling but the best form of government as a constitutional republic that you can imagine. So, you know, the two go hand in hand. It's about location. Let's check this piece out here. It's about location. Because the conditions aren't the best. We've had a little bit of rain, but look at what you can pull up. Because of location. Right? Oh my word. If you have good eyes and you know what Indian stone tools are, you'll see already what I see with my bare eyes. A working edge on a quartz module. This is a great little hammerstone. These are rare. Edge worked off. Of course it's translucent. Of course it is. But look at the edge worked off here. I'm trying to keep an aspect of focus. You see the whole edge is worked off here. These are rare for those of you out there who collect artifacts, at least here. Some people find maybe basketfuls of hammerstones, but I mean, we find them here, but they are a more valuable tool than the stone points, which were expendable to them. This hammerstone was used for intricate work in making these points. I'm hoping that edge is coming out, because that's the real telltale factor on a round stone like this. We don't have rivers full of these cobblestones, not at all. This traveled some distance and it's got some good wear patterns on the edges. So I'm just taking a little bit extra time to show you that. Hopefully it's coming out. It's an absolutely awesome size as a tool. Great stuff. So really, here it is, location. You know, we take for granted our location in the United States of America, being the real reason for the fact that we're so blessed. Look at this piece, mercy, and these artifacts. But it is location, the reason for these blessings and for these artifacts. Conditions are going to come and go, good or bad, but if you really want to find, you really want to be blessed, find the right locations. Thanks for tuning in to Indian Trace. And of course, that right there, that's Indian Trace.